Welcome back, trainers, and boy oh boy, do we have some pretty awesome battles to take a look at here with our XL Alolan Ninetales alongside XL Umbreon and Shadow Machamp. And I'm going to tell, man, that Shadow Machamp has put it in some work. They're all putting it in work here. Very impressed with this. Just made this XL Alolan Ninetales on a whim here. Actually invested a little bit more XL candies than I should have. It doesn't really matter. And we're going to go ahead and do this. At first, I didn't think I had enough, and then I looked at the candies and was thinking to myself, what are you doing? Make an XL, Ultra League. Let's get it. And honestly, I would have loved, and actually paid money to see the faces on some of these trainers. Because, I'm so horrible. I don't understand how I'm able to actually pull these wins off, right? Right. Anyways, let's go ahead and get into the commentary here. So they're going to be swapping. We're going to go ahead and go right into our Ninetales here. We do have to look out for Sludge Bomb, which is going to be doing a lot. But surprisingly, it does survive a Sludge Bomb from a regular Venusaur because of the XL power-ups, which is incredible here. I do believe they're actually going to get one through. We survive it. I think it might be this battle here. All right. And, we're a little low now. I think a Sludge Bomb might KO, but let's see here. Nope. Ninetales says, what Sludge Bomb? And goes for another Weather Ball and putting on more pressure over there. Fantastic. No more shields on either end. Swapping instantly into our Umbreon here. Going for the foul play. And we're not quite taking out that thing, but we're able to get to another one because we had so much energy built up on our Umbreon here. And looking great. Now, let's talk about something. Let's step away from the commentary and let's talk about, a Charm User. There you go. So I would assume this guy knows what they're doing since they did reach rank 24 Legend last season. So let's see how they're going to play around this, or we're going to play around it. How do we work around a Charm User? Well, Machamp does not want to see it. We already all know that. How about the XL Umbreon? Still doesn't want to see a Charm User, but can hold its own. And then we have the Ninetales, which is not resisting Charm by any means or has any sort of move that's going to be super effective to them. Basically, we're just going to have to strategize around it. Simple as that. So we are up against a Jellicent here. And we're looking pretty good. We're going to absolutely let this go through. There's no need to shield. We're going to go in here with our Umbreon and farm down the remainder of the health on that Jellicent. And just build up here. They're going to come back in here with the Togekiss. And here we go. You want to see how we handle Charm Users with this team? Let's see how this works out. Going for a last resort. Both shields on both of us here, so what are they waiting for? All we need to do is get that thing out of here. Machamp is going to be able to roam free unless there's a Confusion User in the back, but don't think that's the case. So we're going to go ahead and go for another last resort here. Beautiful. And getting to a last resort, they're swapping into their own Umbreon, and they just gave me the win con, kind of. We were looking pretty good anyways. That's why they swapped. They knew they needed to do that. So what we're going to do is go ahead and go in here with Machamp. Nice little lag there. Beautiful. Letting everything go through. 100%. And I think we simply shield and then farm down. Go for a double rock slide. That Togekiss has no chance. Sorry. GG's. So they're going to come here. Togekiss, we go for the first one. They're going to shield it up or let it go through because if they know better, yeah, exactly. They know they lost. Good game. Moving it on to our next opponent here, folks. We have a long video here. A lot of battles. So give it a thumbs up. Let's get it. All right, man, I have a lot of things on my chest I would love to say, but let's not get too negative against them. We're, not all of these people are the ones running their mouths here. So up against an Abomasnow as they did swap, we're going to go ahead and go into our Shadow Machamp here. And this is looking pretty good. We're going to go ahead and let this go through. Weather Ball, calling it. A Energy Ball would have taken us out. Maybe I think it would have been very close. Nonetheless, we're surviving it. We're going for a Weather Ball. Farming them down here, bringing back the Drifblim. We're going to go straight for the Rock Slide, absolutely, because we're going to simply be able to come back in here with our Umbreon and take control of this battle yet again. Going for your Icy Wind here and getting some farming us down. That's fine. We don't have nothing to be afraid of with that Drifblim. They're going to be swapping into their Swampert here. I'm going to go ahead and throw a foul play, farm a little bit more, wait for them to throw, and then once they do, we're going to swap. I think we want to throw here as well. I think we are actually already locked in here. Yep, so we're going to throw this, and I should swap after this, I do believe. Yep, beautiful. Catch this Hydro Cannon here. Easy money. Not resisted or anything, but we're going to be able to absorb it quite nicely. This XL Alolan Ninetales is beautiful. If you don't have enough for an XL, it still works pretty nice at its max CP without any XL if you're not level 40 quite yet here. So going for a Weather Ball, which is going to be doing nice neutral damage, taking them down, bringing in that Drifblim, and they back right out. All right, into the next battle here, folks. Let's see what we're going to be met with this time. We're starting with Umbreon for the entire time, and we're using this team the entire video. We had an absolutely beautiful lead. They're swapping into their Snorlax, and we're going to go right into our Machamp, and we're looking fantastic here, folks. We're going to let this go through. We don't need to waste a shield here. We're going to be able to take them down, seeing that they let that go through. Beautiful. Down goes that Snorlax. Machamp's still looking not the healthiest, but ready for some action here. They're going to be bringing in that Gengar. Fine with me. We're going to go ahead and go for the Rock Slide here. We have nothing to fear from that Gengar other than a Focus Blast, because Gengar's attack is pretty high. And if that did get through onto the Umbreon, it's going to do a lot. But they instantly swap, and we do the exact same. Hello there, Mr. Obstagoon. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Weather Ball. After building up a decent amount of energy, they let it go through, calling the Weather Ball. Very nice. They know they need to hold on to that last shield because it's basically a GG for them. Getting that last shield finally. Now, I was suspecting Gunk Shot here. There it is. All right, that's perfectly fine. Sure, they're going to be doing super effective with that counter, but they don't have Cross Chop. All right, they're going with the Dark Charge move as well as the Gunk Shot, as we just seen there. So Umbreon's going to be able to handle this. They do swap into their Gengar here, and I am going to be shielding up the first one. You never know if it's a Focus Blast. It is a Sludge Bomb, and it's not over yet. All right, it's looking great for us, obviously. So we're going to farm down this Gengar, get off a charge, farm it down, have some energy ready to go. And we're going to definitely let this go through. That was way too quick. There's no way they're at a Focus Blast. Bringing in that Obstagoon, and it's a GG here with this XL Umbreon. Going to go for that last resort and taking them out. Alrighty then. Let's keep it moving. On to our next opponent, folks. What is it going to be? A Ampharos. So another Pokemon that is a good matchup for us, although we do need to look out for Focus Blast. Since it is not Shadow, well, it's still going to hurt, but it's obviously not going to be doing as much as a Shadow Ampharos, so we're not going to be as threatened by it. Getting off a foul play here. They're building up a bunch of energy. I'm suspecting they're going to be going for a Focus Blast, so I do believe I will be shielding this up because I've had my fair share of Focus Blast to the face with Umbreon, even as an XL. And we can take it, but it's not going to be great. So we are using a shield. This is just going to be a discharge, no problem. Or, sorry, discharge, Thunder Punch from an Ampharos. So we're going to go for our foul play, take them out. And they're still holding on to two shields. What are they going to come into battle with? Let's see what they're going to be bringing here. It's going to be a Venusaur. Beautiful. See, now we have the Alolan Ninetales to handle this with Weather Ball and Powdered Snow. The reason why I do not go with the Charm, which is still going to be pretty good, is because Powdered Snow just charges too fast, and we have Dazzling Gleam to handle whatever we need to do as far as Fairy, right? So anyways, we're chucking away here. This thing is actually over farming. They don't just have enough for Frenzy Plant. They have plenty more as well. They know they need to get ready for whatever's in the back here. Bringing in the Machamp, and I was trying to bait them out to go for Frenzy Plant. Let's see if we did it. Oh, beautiful. We did. Fantastic. They're going to be swapping into an Empoleon. This is actually not great. So this battle is essentially over for us. What we can do, at least we're going to put up a fight. We're not going to back out. We're going to give them their battle here. So the play is... let this go. Oh, man. I don't know. Yeah, see, they had too many moves. The Venusaur's ready to go. I felt like I needed a shield for the Frenzy Plant. And, yeah, they take me out. They take the win there. So, good game. Well played. Alrighty, into the next battle here, folks. Let's see what we're going to be met with this time. Oh, another Togekiss. Beautiful. This is great. Let's see how I'm going to be able to get myself out of this jam. They're going to be swapping into a Muck. Super effective with that Poison Jab here. We need to start preparing ourselves. We can't go for no Fairy type charge moves because, well, it's going to be resisted by the poison and there's no other typing, just a single typing of that. Just going to spam them with the Weather Balls here. We don't really need to worry about the charge moves. Thunder Punch, Dark Pulse more than likely is what they have. Thunder Punch is not threatening, as you can see there. And we should be forcing a shield out of them if they want to win the swap here. Yep, that's fine with me. And, oh, we were so close to getting off. I was very tempted to shield this, but I didn't want them to get a Poison Jab through and would have been a shield for nothing. So I figured, go in here with Umbreon and farm this sucker down. We could take whatever they throw at us, and it's just going to tickle literally. Beautiful. And now we just about have two charge moves ready to go. And two shields. And a Machamp. Let's see what they're going to come back in here. Of course, they're going with the Togekiss, so we need to take this thing out. We really do. So our shield is giving us an advantage, the extra one here. Charms are really bringing us down low. They're holding on to their last shield here and swapping to catch the Dark Charge move with some lag, the Obstagoon. They just gave us a win con. So what we're going to do is go in here with our Machamp, farm it down, build up all this energy here, as well as shielding this up. Yeah, we don't really need to worry about it, but we need to keep as much health as possible for this Togekiss. Beta Shield here. And actually, we're just going to go for another Cross Chop. Shield this up, and a Cross Chop will take it out. Massively resisted from the Fairy and Flying typing, but it doesn't matter because Shadow Machamp doesn't care about your Fairies. And good night, sleep tight. Wow, that's how we handle Fairies around here. I'm going to take a guess and say we made about 3 people break their phones today. It's not the fact that they're losing, but it's the fact that they're losing to me. The forbidden loss. They can't do it. If they do, well, all that crap talk was for nothing, because if I'm horrible, what does that make them if they lose? Alright. Anyways, let's go ahead and keep chucking away here. Met with a Politoed, and this is perfectly fine. Earthquake, Blizzard are going to do decent amounts of damage, but they're not going to threaten the XL Umbreon still. But this opponent actually wants to just spam Weather Balls for whatever reason. Probably trying to bait out a shield, maybe just trying to spam the heck out of me with it. Who knows? Nonetheless, we're looking fantastic here. We're just going to keep going along and letting these little Weather Balls tickle us here. Ooh! And we're just going to keep on hitting it with our charge moves until it's gone and invisible. And we're almost there. We're not going to shield this last one up. If they want to shield the last one, they could win that swap, which is perfectly fine. We'll go in and get a little farm, I suppose. So now we're just going to hit it again. They could shield this, I suppose, but now they're letting it go through. Coming in with their Ampharos and farming a little bit, which is perfectly fine. And we're able to actually... we're able to get to another charge move, which just... I laughed out loud. Pretty loud. It made Athena get all hyper and, you know, start thinking I wanted to play with her. So they do have Charge Beam. I'm sure there's some sort of strategy behind it. Hitting us with... okay. Right. Taking a win there. Good game, I guess. Moving on to our next opponent, folks. Let's see what we're going to be met with this time here. Moving on up. I will show you my score at the end of the video. Yes, I will. Met with another Gengar. Fantastic. Swapping into a Lapras, and we're going to go right into our Machamp here. Punching that ice and just smashing it, destroying it. You know the drill. Letting that Surf get through and going to go ahead and get off ours. This is not a farm situation here. We need to take this thing out and take it out quick. Should be able to farm it down. Fantastic. In comes that Gengar again, of course, and we're going to go ahead and go for the Rock Slide. They let this go through compared to the other opponent, so they knew that they were going to be able to take that. They knew it's something they didn't need to shield up, which is nice. Nice strategy here. Going to go for a Sludge Bomb. We called it. It's not a Focus Blast. Beautiful. Coming in with a Crustle. And sure, it has X-Scissor, which I suppose will super effective, but let's just watch and see this here. So we're going to go ahead and go for... I mean, this is all we're going to go for because, well, Rock resists the normal, and what's the point? Not even getting stabbed from that. It's only strictly for pretty much when you're going up against another Dark-type Pokemon or a fighter or potentially even a Fairy-type, of course. So that's why you really need that last resort. So we're going to be doing some nice damage here and swapping into our Ninetales to start putting on the pressure here. Letting this go through, expecting a Rock Slide, but they hit me with an X-Scissor. Maybe they were trying to bait out my shield, seeing that X-Scissor does take less energy than Rock Slide, trying to optimize their energy here. Able to get to another Weather Ball, and that's just so sad because they have no more shields. Going to be able to take them out. In comes the Gengar, and it's going to struggle here for a second. It's going to actually try to get off a charge move, which I actually commend them. A lot of these guys are backing out because they hate the fact that I'm beating them. So we're going to go ahead and move on to our next opponent here. And let's see what we're going to be met with this time. And it is going to be a Muck. This is interesting. They're going to be swapping. So what we're going to do is go ahead and build up some energy and go for last resort here. Kind of trick them up and confuse them like, what is this guy doing? Build up a little bit more energy. Stay in here and shield this, I do believe. Or let it go through. It's Blast Burn. Now we swap. Okay, I see what we're trying to do. Basically, we wanted them to just deplete their energy to some degree here. They have some more, obviously, but we're going to go into the Machamp, farm them down. They're still holding on to 2 shields here, so let's see how we're going to be playing out of this one. And they're going to be coming back in here with another fighting type. So, yep, we're going to go ahead and just do this. Machamp versus Machamp. That's going to be their first shield. We're getting to another charge move here, so we're obviously ahead on energy. Getting another shield. Wow. All right, so there must be something back there. Definitely weak to fighting. It's very interesting. Going in here with our Umbreon, going for the last resort here. Kind of a brave call. They almost got some farm. Swapping into our Ninetales. We're going to be shielding this. Oh, actually. Wow, we let it go through? That's pretty incredible. Nice. In comes the Alolan Muck, and I think we're going to have to shield this up. It's going to be too risky. They hit us with an Acid Spray, so that instantly tells me that they do not have Gunk Shot. They could be running Acid Spray and Gunk Shot, but that's not likely for a trainer of this caliber here. So they're going to probably have Dark Pulse, and we're still going to survive. Oh, what a good day for the battles. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Weather Ball here. And take them out. In comes Machamp, and they're going to be actually taking us out here. Thought we were going to win that battle, but unfortunately, you can't win them all. Then they take out our Umbreon there. Good game. You got me. Into our next opponent here. Let's see what we're going to be met with. And it's going to be an Empoleon. This is actually a good matchup for Umbreon. So we're staying here. Simple as that. Waiting for them to do something here. We're just going to keep spamming them with the foul plays until they make a swap. If they decide to do that, if they want to stay in here, then that works for me too. What I've found is opponents are usually building up to 2 Hydro Cannons and then releasing both of them, but Umbreon still survives because it is just such a tank when you have it at XL. So there goes the first Hydro. They're swapping into a Mandibuzz. Oh, are you chef's kissing me? Beautiful. So we were getting off our energy there, not very effective, but it does not matter. We didn't waste a shield. They haven't wasted a shield. We're in a beautiful position here. The only thing that's going to be really threatening us is potentially a Shadow Ball, which I don't think they have. Otherwise, they probably would have went for it. If they have Aerial Ace, they're probably not going to have Shadow Ball, right? And we're just going to simply go for a great Dazzling Gleam here. We don't need to hit all of those. Did I call foul play a while back? Dazzling Gleam, whoopsies. Sometimes I make mistakes while I do commentary. Anyways, they're going to be bringing in that Empoleon. We do go for the Weather Ball just to, get some damage in there. And we're going to let this go through. We survive, and we're almost able to get to another Weather Ball. That would have been pretty funny. So we're going to go ahead and go in here with Machamp. Just take that thing out instantly. They have a Dragonite in the back. This is great. We're going to go ahead and just go for the Cross Chop just to get a shield out of them, threaten them. Beautiful. Swap into the Umbreon here and just start really putting on the pressure and making them force the shields. I don't think they'll shield this up. They know better. But, well, I mean, I didn't mean to say they know better. But they had 1 shield left. They knew our Machamp was ready to go. But since they let that go through, we're simply going to be able to farm this thing down. We're not going to go for any sort of charge move. Shielding all of these up, obviously, and just countering down a flying type Pokemon with a shield left. Sounds good to me. Into our next battle here, folks. Let's see what we're going to be met with. And it's a Machamp, so this is horrible for us. I think, honestly, this is the worst lead that we could possibly get. One of the worst leads. I don't care about Charmers, but the Machamp is just so deadly. The thing is deadly, the shadow ones, right? So they're swapping into an Ampharos. We're really going to town here with our energy. We're going to go ahead and go with the Cross Chop. Stab. We're getting a shield out of them. I do believe this is a double shield for both of us here, actually, battle. So 2 shields for me. They shield up as well. And now this is going to be a shieldless battle here. They're obviously going to take out our Machamp, but we're going to be doing some nice damage before we do go down here. Just surviving with a little bit of health left before they get to that charge move. Taking us out, which is great. I mean, it has just enough health for us to farm a beautiful amount. I don't care about Focus Blast or Dragon Pulse or Thunder Punch for that matter with our Alolan Ninetales. And not only that, we're stacked on energy. Can we pull this one off? Let's see what happens here. Going to go ahead and go for the Weather Ball, which is going to be doing neutral damage to the Shadow Abomasnow. Swapping into our Umbreon here. They're going back into their Machamp. We're able to get to a Weather Ball, or Weather Ball, a Last Resort. Doing a lot of damage to that Machamp. You see that? Very nice. And no more shields, so they're going to be getting this through. It doesn't KO. And we're able to get to another Last Resort. Are you kidding me? Umbreon XL is so freaking amazing, guys. I know it's very expensive, and not even everybody can make it. But man, when you do have the opportunity, once you get to 40, if you have the candies, woohoo! Definitely go for it. But they're going to be taking the win with that energy ball on us. Good game. You got me. Let's keep it moving on to the next opponent here. Met with a Shadow Gyarados. And this is good for us. This is actually really good. They're swapping to catch a foul play with their Mandibuzz. So another Mandibuzz fun play here. But this one is XL Best Buddy. Good. I like a challenge, so bring it on. I'm going to go ahead and let this go through. And we're working with another foul play Aerial Ace user, I'm assuming. Unless they did that just to make me think that they don't have anything good. But that doesn't make sense. Hitting us with another foul play. There's no way. I have a feeling... Wait a minute. Why do they keep going for foul play? That's an XL. You'd think they'd have a secondary move, right? Unless they spent every single resource on, maxing it out and they couldn't buy a move. Another foul play. What? Doesn't make sense. Anyways, they're going to be going into a Shadow Caesar, which is doing a lot of damage with his quick move. And so we're getting off a charge move, swapping into Machamp. We still have 2 shields left. I think we let this go through, calling a Night Slash not very effective. Very nice. But that quick move damage is quickly adding up. Definitely going to be shielding this up and farming this all the way down. And then there's nothing that they can really do come with when I start spamming the charge moves here. Gyarados, we're going to bait it with the cross chop. All right, so since we got that last shield, we're wide open for a win. They tried to catch or something there, so we just farmed them down. And we're going to shield up this Aqua Tail, build up to a Rock Slide, and watch something extremely satisfying happen right here. Going to pretty much one-shot this Gyarados with a Rock Slide, Shadow Machamp. Say goodnight, sleep tight. Let's get it. I turned on the nightlight for you. Anyways, into the next battle here, we're met with a Charizard, and this is good. This is fine with us. And even better, it has Dragon Breath. Beautiful. So our Ninetales is going to be able to pretty much put him in check pretty good because of the Powdered Snow and Weather Ball are actually doing decent damage to it. So this is all around a good situation. Blast Burn is a joke. Yeah, so as you can see, we're letting it go through. This XL Umbreon is just one of these crazy Pokemon. I posted on Twitter saying how OP Umbreon is, and you know, typical things like there's people like, yeah, for sure, but then there's like people like saying it's not OP, it's not OP. Just use a Charm or a Shadow Machamp. Like, yeah, everything has their weakness. I'm sure if I said, I don't know, XL Umbreon is garbage, then people are going to start saying, you know, no, it's not. It's the best. Anyway, so we're just going to keep going here. Hitting that Weather Ball with the Ninetales. Very nice. Doing some nice damage to that Machamp here. Able to get to another one, but what we're going to do is swap and catch it with our Umbreon here, because that's exactly what we needed to do to take this win, folks. Let's go. And taking them out, in comes a Tangrowth here. We're looking fantastic. This is going to do a lot of damage to it. Rock Slide's not very effective, so they're going to obviously be going for that Power Whip in this open or shieldless battle. Open battle, yeah. And there goes the Power Whip, taking us, oh, almost able to get to it. Kind of, not really, but we have the Ninetales in the back with Weather Ball, so we're simply going to go in here, hit this, take out this thing, and we still have some Pokemon in the back, taking them out. Pokemon on the back, taking them out. You know what we do? That was pretty funny, taking out all those Pokemon with the Ninetales. Anyways, into the next battle here, folks. Let's see what we're going to be met with. And it's a Talonflame. It's not a problem at all. All we got to do is just make sure that does not line up with our Ninetales. Although the Ninetales XL Alolan that we do have is still going to be able to put up a fight against it. I think we may have a battle in there sometime with it. But we've got about 10 minutes left on this video. Time is flying. So we're just going to press on here. They're obviously going to be getting off a Flame Charge. And they already did that. We're just going to keep on going here. And this is going to be a Brave Bird. I mean, they can go for another Flame Charge, but yeah, we're shielding this Brave Bird. Okay, yeah. They're staying in this fight. Still haven't shielded up that Talonflame. Okay. And hitting them with another Foul Play. We're finally getting a shield out of them once they're down to the very end here, which is a good strategy to use. I mean, there was no need for them to shield. Hitting us with a Brave Bird, and they're still taking the win there. Very nice. Okay. What we're going to do is go ahead and go in here with Machamp. Just farm it down since they lowered its attack so badly. And since we did get that farm with the Machamp, now we're going to be able to threaten quite a few Pokemon here, including the Swampert. So very nice. We're going to go ahead and swap it into our Ninetales here. They're going to be retreating with energy on that Swampert. This is looking pretty grim for us, but it's still going to be able to be winnable. So what's going to happen is it just snapped, and I was like, oh yeah, they have Mirror Shot. That's super effective. Oh no. So they're hitting us with that, which is not the best, but still we're looking pretty good here. Now, what happened was I wanted to actually come in here with our Machamp and farm it down, but we're able to get to another stinking Weather Ball, and I'm like, it's not the best. I wanted to get more farm with Machamp, but hey, that works. They're really trying to farm up there with that Magnezone. I'm going to go ahead and take us out with that Mirror Shot. We're going to go in here, but they're instantly retreating into their Swampert. I think we're going to let this go through. We're going to get a little Brave here. Yeah, letting that go through. Very nice. They have another one. We already knew they had it. And there's nothing they can do now. I don't think Magnezone has a move. We're just going to farm it down. Yep, taking the win. Fantastic. Let's keep it moving here, folks, into the next battle here. What are we going to be met with? And we do have a veteran trainer we're going to be seeing here in a while. I did go up against a couple of them, but a few of them I wouldn't even disgrace my channel by putting them here. Anyways, we're going to go ahead and hit them with that Foul Play. And we did smack them down. Oh yeah, it was glorious. It's all glorious. So they're going to be swapping into Porygon 2, and they are just put themselves in a bad position. We're going to go ahead and swap into Machamp here and farm it down and let the Tri-Attack get through here. It's going to hurt us. Hopefully we don't get the debuff for attack and defense. No debuff. Fantastic. Able to farm down a shield, unfortunately, but let's see if we can work around this situation. Coming back in here with Dragonite, we're going to go ahead and go for the cross chop. They're letting it go through and just saying, "Yeah, I don't care if you take me out," or maybe calling it. Very nice. Going for another one here. Could have probably farmed down. Nope, never mind. They had a Dragon Claw ready to go. They did not want it to go down. Using a shield, which is fine by me. And we're going to simply go in here with our Ninetales, and they're going to be going in with a Lapras here. So this is going to get a little close, as I recall this battle here. They start throwing Skull Bashes. So we're going to go ahead and throw in our Umbreon here. And let this go through. It's a Skull Bash, so they just raised their defense. Right. And did a ton of damage to us as well. But on the other end, at least we're going to be able to do some good damage with our Dazzling Gleam Ninetales here. So unfortunately taking us down. So this is looking all... I mean, it's actually not looking the worst. So we're definitely going to be shielding up their charge. They tried to catch there, which is, you know, nice. You know, we have to attempt these things, but they didn't successfully do it. And they debuffed their Lapras. That's what made me laugh my butt off, is the fact they debuffed themselves for that swap. So now we're just going to continue on here and getting it to another Dazzling Gleam. I'm sure they were almost to another Skull Bash, but not today, sir. Sorry. And we're taking the win. On to our next opponent here, folks. What are we going to be met with? Let's get it. And it's going to be a Venusaur. All right, so this is okay. If it was Shadow, absolutely horrible situation. That Frenzy Plant's way too strong. As far as the Charizard with Blast Burn, not a threat. As far as Venusaur with Frenzy Plant, a little bit more of a threat. Definitely is spammier and hits pretty dang hard. All right, so almost the same damage as Blast Burn, but it's the spam factor that we need to worry about. Going for another one here, but it's not like we're going to be losing this, right? Umbreon still wins this matchup here. Letting another Frenzy Plant go through because Vine Whips are really tickling us. And they're swapping to catch this with a Kingdra. Well done. That was a good play there. What we're going to do is go ahead and swap into our Ninetales, since we do have a nice resistance to that Dragon Breath, and really build up our energy here. If they want to go for Outrage, there's no point. They're going to be going for Octazooka here. So there it goes. And we got unfortunately, the attack debuff, but we're going to be going for our very charge move, Dazzling Gleam. Bam! Good night. Our attack has been dropped, so we do need to consider that for the next Pokemon, and it's a Venusaur. So it's still a pretty good situation here. We're going to shield this up. Get to the Powdered Snow, or the Weather Ball, what I keep calling it. And they swap to catch it with a Empoleon. Okay. We're going to go ahead and bring in that Machamp and start putting in work here, folks. Let's get it. And this is looking fantastic here. And we're getting the first shield out of them. I do believe we shield this up, farm down. And even if that Venusaur tries to get off something on our Machamp, doesn't matter. We still have two Pokemon in the back that are going to be able to handle it. Shieldless battle, getting off the cross chop here. See if we can get a shield. Well, they're so low, they have to shield it. It doesn't really matter. Getting to another one here, taking the win. Looking good. We don't even hit all these bubbles here. Fantastic, folks. Let's keep it moving. Keep it going. Make sure you hit that like button if you do enjoy these battles. All right. And what are we going to be met with now? Another Charizard. Okay, this is fine. And another Dragon Breather at that. So even better. All right, so simply going to stay here. We're not shielding a single thing up. And we're going to wait for them to make a move because we're in a winning position. So I'm assuming that, yep, Blast Burn. There's no need to go for Dragon Claw. Catching a Dark move with their Scrafty. That's commendable. Very nice. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Machamp here. And we don't need to worry about any charge move. If they hit us with a power-up punch, then so be it. You know, tickle the feet of Machamp. Make them laugh a little bit. There we go. And we're going to go ahead and farm down. Still holding on to two shields on both ends here. Coming in with a Jellicent. Just put a big smile on my face because we have Umbreon here. So I'm sure they know that this is pretty much a loss. But, hey, put up a fight, man. You know, come up with those big brain strategies that I am incapable of potentially doing. So we're going to go ahead and just put in the work there. And go in here with our Umbreon and let anything go through. Just use it as a big sponge. Hitting us with a Bubble Beam. I'm assuming they have Shadow Ball for their other move here. And they're just desperately trying to win this. We're going to go ahead and swap into our Ninetales, which is going to be resisting the Dragon Breath, which is why I love it. And if you're wondering why are people running Dragon Breath Charizard? Oh, they closed their app here. This is the best part. This was the best thing, is going up against these guys and they close their app out in a rage. But anyways, let's go ahead and clean up the trash here and we take out the Jellicent. Fantastic. Let's go ahead and move on to the next battle. We have two more battles for you folks. This one, and then up against the almighty God. All right, into the next battle. We're met with a Escavalier. Not good. If they have Mega Horn, that's going to do a lot. Drill Run's not too much of a threat, but the counter really is starting to dig in ya. Super effective, but without stab. So we're not shielding anything up though. We're going to let it go through. Hitting us with an Acid Spray. Very interesting. So Acid Spray and Drill Run, I would assume. By the time they get to the Drill Run now, it should be able to KO us since they did lower our defense. So, you know, very clever strategy there for the Escavalier. Assuming there's something to protect it from fire in the back, right? So we'll have to keep that in mind. Going to go ahead and go in here with Machamp and farm it down. Looking good. They're coming back in here with a Roserade. Now, obviously, Weather Ball, Fire. And we have to kind of calculate what they're going to have in the back of that for their charge move. Pretty sure it's Sludge Bomb. Let's see what it is. And they're going for a Weather Ball. Okay, makes sense. So we're going to go ahead and swap after they have released some of that energy. Go in here with our Ninetales and start putting on the pressure with our super effective Quick Move and Weather Ball. So let's see what they want to do here. Weather Ball, Fire on their end. If it did get through and hit us, it wouldn't really, it does a lot of damage, but it's not going to do as much. I just wanted to preserve the health a little bit here and try to farm them down. They're swapping into an Ampharos, and we're simply going to go for the Dazzling Gleam here. And doing a lot of damage to that Shadow Ampharos. Oh my god, I love it. Alright, so we don't really need to, we don't need to worry about anything. Gonna go ahead and swap into Machamp and just farm them down here and have them throw their energy. Come back in here with our Ninetales and just hit it with a Weather Ball and take the win here. Alright, let's get it, folks. Don't need to hit all those bubbles, not even close. And we have our final battle. Let's go. Alright. What are we going to be met with? Will we win? Will we lose? Who knows? Let's see. And it is going to be a Glade. So we love this matchup here. We're just going to stay right here. We're not going to shield the thing, but they're going to try to catch a charge move here. Very nice catch. Nice counting. And with the Snorlax, we're going to go ahead and swap into our Shadow Machamp and just start putting in work here. We're going for the cross chop immediately because we do not want to leave them any room to get off their charge move here. So we're going to go ahead and take them out. They did not want to shield it up because what they're going to do is come back in here with Glade and farm us the heck down. So we're getting to Rock Slide here. Just a couple of confusions going to take us out because Shadow Machamp is extremely weak to Psychic and Shadow, right? And that Glade's confusion really does hurt. So we're down. That's fine. We have 2 shields left. We're going to come back in here with Umbreon. We're not going to shield up a close combat. We're not threatened by a close combat. Okay, that doesn't matter. And we're going to go ahead and hit him with a foul play here. This will KO because they have lowered their defense, but they're going to be shielding up because they know better. We're still holding on to 2 shields. Going to go ahead and swap into our Ninetales to catch this charge move on their Glade. Going for a Leaf Blade. And they're swapping to their Abomasnow. It's not Shadow, so it's going to be able to take hits a little bit better here. We're going to go ahead and call this first one and let that Weather Ball go through. Still holding on to 2 shields while this veteran does have 0. So we're going for that Dazzling Gleam. And this is looking fantastic. And now this is the time to start shielding up. We're getting a little bit low and we don't want to risk it here. So what I want to do is just simply get to the Weather Ball. That Glade is too low. It can't really do much to us. Taking them out, and we're going to shield this up, go for the Weather Ball, and take the win. Let's get it. If you guys did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Share it with your friends. Subscribe if you're new. Turn notifications on. I'll be keeping you up to date on everything Pokemon Go, bringing you some more Go Battle League battles with some fun picks, maybe some teams that we've already used, or with a new team. Who knows? But let's see what we have going on here. I was a little excited, really happy. Actually... You know, one of those things where I'm just running around like, yeah, and then Athena is like jumping on me, so it's just like a little fun time. Anyways, also, why do I use Golden Raspberries on these weak Pokemon to catch? Because you see, I didn't catch it. I just want to get it over with, and I get Golden Razzes all the time. So you ready for my score, you guys? You ready? Here it is. And we're looking good. Thanks for watching, and take care.